Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I'm just sitting down to do a little bit knitting. I've been at my granddaughter's most of the day. My granddaughter was at work, but her partner Craig messaged me if I wanted to come down. So I went down, gave him a little bit help, and I'm busy knitting. This is the front of the cardigan I'm doing. Not a cardigan, it's a sweater. But I didn't take this with me because if I'm not sitting where it's nice and quiet in my own house, I tend to make mistakes when I'm knitting. So I left this at home and I took these instead. The wool that patterns that I don't like. It's stiff, you know. That's what I'm making these. That's one I made the day. I've got one or two other ones. I thought I'll just crochet a few of these because I'm putting them up to sell. So that was one of a couple that I made today. With this, I was trying something else with it, but I didn't like what I tried, so I pulled it out. And the best thing, those coasters are the best thing I can make with them. So put that ball away. So that was my little bit for today, and we had a little bit sunshine now and again. There wasn't a lot. It was in and out all the time, and Craig got the pool out for the kids, but well, for two of them, the oldest one wasn't bothered. I think he was upstairs on his iPad or on one of his game things. You know. He did come down to have a look, you know, when I say to him, I thought you had left home, Frankie. Never seen you. I think it got a little bit cold for the kids in the pool because it didn't really stay in very long. It was. Craig put some hot water into the cold, you know, to warm it up. But I think tomorrow is going to be a better day for that. I'll not be at Cheryl's tomorrow. I usually go for my dinner on a Sunday, but I'm going to a friend's. I think for the football, to watch the football. I'm not interested in football, so they're welcome to it. But I think she said her friend has a hot tub and that, so the kids will probably be playing in that. But it's just nice just to sit in my own house, nice and quiet. And it was quiet at Cheryl's most of the day anyway, because the kids were, for the little time they were out in the garden, most of the time they were in the house, and I was just sitting on the seat outside after I'd helped Craig with one or two things and hung a bit washing out and helped him wash a few dishes. And I'm talking there, you know, I've made a mistake here, so I'm going to have to pull a few stitches out. 1, 2, 3. But I thought on my way home, it was about 5 o'clock, I thought I'm going to call into the Chinkies. I'm going to get myself a Chinese meal for my tea. And that's what I did. I used some of the bingo money that I won on Wednesday. Comes in handy, a little win now and again. Well, that's what I thought. I bought myself a Chinese meal and thoroughly enjoyed it as well. And that's after I had that, I thought I'm just going to sit down and do some knitting. Get this sweater finished and I can get started on the last order I've gotten. And after I've done them, I can get on with a bit of my own. I have a couple of things I've been knitting and stopped knitting, and some things I was going to do for the kids. That's only trouble if when I'm doing orders for other people. I haven't got time to do anything for myself. But at least I've only got the one more order to do after this one, so I'll have a bit more time to myself to do it. And I was out in my garden and I planted 3 rows of potatoes. So now I've got onions, beetroot, lettuce, potato and peas. Then I need to start digging a little bit over the other side of the garden. I was clearing a lot of the weeds because I'm getting weeds coming in underneath the fence from outside the garden. And they were really looking a bit unsightly, so I cleared some of those away. And I'm going to have to dig over that part of the garden, and I'll probably plant the last of the potatoes I've got. I might plant some more peas as well because I've still got a lot of peas left to put in the garden. Only used about half of them when I planted the other ones. But I need to dig the bit of the garden over where I'm going to do that. So it's been dug over once, so it shouldn't be too hard. But we need some rain, or I'm going to have to get my hose pipe out. And it was okay when it was just the onions and one or two little things. I used the watering can. But there's too much stuff in now. I'll be in and out the house, up and down to fill the watering can up. I'll have to connect the hose up to my tap and pull it out through the window, and I can water them that way. I have to get the hose out as well because my car needs a wash as well. Going up and down that A1, it always seems to get filthy, you know, more than it does anywhere else. So I'm just going to finish off this little video. It's just a little bit update on what I've been doing. Then I'm going to sit down, sit and knit while I'm watching the television, because I can knit and watch the television because, whoops, a needle there. I don't need to look, as you can see, I don't need to look at what I'm doing when I'm knitting. I know sort of what the stitches are. I know how to count if I'm doing knits and pearls. I know how to count them as I'm knitting, and I know I'm doing 3 of each at the moment, so 3 knit and 3 purl. So I don't need to look at it. I can watch the television while I'm knitting. I always have been, which a lot of people can't. They call it multitasking, but anyway, I'm going to end this video now and make myself a drink and then just put the telly on. So if you like my video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll let you know what I get up to another time. So bye for now. It's starting to get darkish in my room now because it's around about 8 o'clock.